In the world of sprinting, fractions of a second can be the difference between glory and defeat. Letsile Tebogo, Botswana's golden boy of the track, nearly learned this the hard way at the 2025 Doha Diamond League. Coming off a sensational 2024 Olympic season where he struck gold in the 200 meters with a blistering 19.46, Tebogo arrived in Doha carrying the weight of high expectations. He had already made waves earlier in the season in the 100-meter events in Xiamen and Shanghai, but this was his 200-meter debut for 2025. With names like Aaron Brown, Filippo Tortu, Joseph Fahnbulleh, and Courtney Lindsay in the lineup, the men's 200-meter was loaded. Tebogo was clearly the favorite, but the presence of hungry and capable sprinters meant this wouldn't be a walk in the park. From the moment the gun fired, Tebogo exploded out of the blocks. His drive phase was sharp and he dominated the curve, making it look effortless. As he came off the bend into the straight, he had already built what looked like an unassailable lead. Then came the moment. As Tebogo neared the finish line, he looked over his shoulder. Twice. It was a move that suggested confidence, maybe even control. But in elite sprinting, every movement matters. That glance gave Courtney Lindsay just enough of an opening. Running blind in lane 8, Lindsay surged with everything he had. While most fans had their eyes on Tebogo, Lindsay was quietly reeling him in. With every stride, the gap closed, and by the final 5 meters, it was a dead heat. In the end, Tebogo held on just barely. He clocked 20.10 seconds to Lindsay's 20.11. 1/100th of a second. That's how close it was. Joseph Fahnbulleh came in third with 20.26, but all eyes were on the tight finish between Tebogo and Lindsay. After the race, Tebogo admitted he was surprised by how close it was. "I was just checking where everyone was," he said. "I didn't expect him to be that close." It was a humble moment that revealed a lesson learned: never ease up before the line. Sprinting is as much a mental game as it is physical. That glance was likely instinctual, something many greats have done. But it can also be a sign of underestimating the field. With so much talent rising, Tebogo will have to stay locked in through the tape. What makes this story even more compelling is how fierce the competition is. Lindsay's performance proves that the 200-meter isn't Tebogo's to dominate without a fight. The next time they meet, you can bet Lindsay will remember Doha, and so will Tebogo. Track history is full of examples where athletes eased up too early or miscalculated adjusting their pace. One prime example is Shericka Jackson misjudging the finish, slowing down and looking across while in a qualifying position, only to be edged out in the final steps, an unthinkable error at that level. These are painful reminders that in sprinting, the race isn't over until you cross the line. Letsile Tebogo may have won